Ayant bénéficié de moyens colossaux et du savoir-faire de BioWare, Star Wars The Old Republic se positionne peut-être comme une sérieuse alternative à tout ce qui s'est fait jusqu'à maintenant dans le domaine. Un MMO susceptible de détrôner le grand WoW et ses millions de joueurs, même si ces derniers sont de plus en plus nombreux à quitter le monstre de Blizzard pour perdre du temps sur la multitude de free-to-play disponibles. Toujours est-il que le jeu continue de teaser les joueurs et de faire sa promotion à coups d'events durant lesquels nous avons eu l'occasion de poser nos questions à Daniel Erickson, chargé de la dimension narrative au sein de BioWare, qui nous resitue brièvement le background de ce Star Wars.
So the Old Republic takes place 3,000 years before the events of Darth Vader, and 300 years after the events of the original Knights of the Old Republic. So the Republic has actually been peaceful for a while, and all of a sudden, as you guys got to see in the cinematics, the Sith Empire returns. They've been gone for 1,000 years. They've always been the largest threat to the Republic, and it gives us a time period that has thousands of Jedi and thousands of Sith. So you have two enormous, very opposite cultures and very opposite wants and needs, and there's a huge war brewing and about to break out.
Fort d'un univers évidemment connu de tous, The Old Republic ne mise pas tout sur son nom et son background. Le titre de BioWare compte se démarquer des autres MMO grâce à des idées nouvelles et une réalisation ambitieuse. Des aspects sur lesquels se sont concentrées les équipes de BioWare ces derniers mois.
So the huge improvements that people are seeing in the Old Republic month over month are visual. A lot of the art assets, a lot of the art technology comes in way at the end of a game when you're working on a new engine. The other one is just performance. Every time we do a new build, it is faster, cleaner. We're doing a lot of load testing, which means bringing as many people as possible and throwing them on the planet at the same time and seeing if we can destroy the game. What we're trying to push towards is the highest quality, best performing day one that's possible. So the big thing that the Old Republic is bringing is story and context. It becomes such a more accessible piece when you know why you're doing what you're doing, and you have the cinematic, beautiful storytelling that makes you feel like you are playing your own Star Wars movie. Never again are you going to go out and collect 80 bones of something and not have any idea why you're doing it or what's going on. When you talk about your experience in the Old Republic, you're going to talk about the villain you were fighting, the love interest you were chasing, not how many people died, what you were killing, and how long it took you to get one bubble of experience. We want to change the whole aspect of it. When somebody talks about Mass Effect and playing Mass Effect, they never talk to you about their level or their gear.
Des idées destinées à changer les habitudes des joueurs de MMO donc, à l'image des combats spatiaux qui feront également partie de l'expérience.
The space combat was a pretty amazing feature to try to get in, because the space team had to go and take what is at the core of the mechanics a turn-based ground game and turn it into a Twitch-based reaction three-dimensional space game. So it has beautiful, beautiful scenery. Each class has their own ship. So you get to take your ship out into space. There are several different missions, and you get quests that take you on different missions. Each mission has its main objectives and then several secondary objectives, so you can run them multiple times. You can upgrade your ship, you can get new missiles, you can get new shields. You can actually have to decide a few times between, do I want regenerative stuff or more core shields, etc. So it adds a whole new dimension to the game, and it really gives it that Star Wars flavor. Space combat for launch is just missions. Player versus player space combat is something that we really want to explore, because it is a faster reaction-based thing on a server network. It is very complicated, so that will be post-launch when we get and still keep as much multi